Everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is the real deal versus how you feel. You come in, get something to drink, show a little bit of love, let us know you're in the building. We appreciate the hand claps. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for tuning in today on this show. Miss I Speak Life. We'll be talking about today, young
Thank
lady.
you guys for joining. The real deal versus how you feel. I am Miss I Speak Life with my bro Twinsinc, and today's topic is who is accountable for keeping you accountable. Hmm.
Who is keeping you accountable? Who is That is a good question right there.
Who's accountable for keeping you accountable? And I actually thought I was going to talk a little bit about this last night, but I ended up being really kind of drained, so we didn't even get into it on Take Accountability Tuesdays over on Clubhouse, which we've been doing now. I think it's like week 3 we've been doing Take Accountability. Been having really good dialogue there, but um, I know for me, when I first hear the question, who is accountable for keeping you accountable?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what you mean? I'm accountable, but honestly, it's the company you keep. Of course, you are first partaker, but if you're around a lot of folks and the consensus is, you know, oh, you go do your thing, I'll go do my thing, you go do your thing, I'll go do my thing, there's no building there, the person and the people that you're around, um, they don't want to be in a position where you're able to hold them accountable, and they don't want to take responsibility or accountability for keeping you accountable. So at those points, I'm like, I didn't make me check my circle. Like, what's going on here? So is there any level of accountability that your friends have to keeping you accountable? And for me, that's a yes.
Makes sense.
So that's where I stand with the topic. Who's accountable for keeping you accountable? You and your family and friends, the people around your village, your tribe. You know,
Mhm.
what's
I
your take on it?
Yeah, I can't really disagree with that. I agree. It's the circle that you keep around, the people around you, your friends, your family, brother, sister, husband's wife, whoever is close enough to you on a daily basis and know who you are. As you stated, those should be the ones who should be keeping you accountable. So I agree with you saying. I never thought about it. You know, I just say it's kind of hard to keep your. I guess you can keep yourself accountable, but um, who's to say that your thought process is the end all as far as when it comes to accountability, right? So sometimes you may need
Mm-hmm.
another person's outside thoughts to go into help your brain to think how to help you figure things out, right? So you definitely need definitely at least one other person, more two or whatever, but you definitely need more people to help you keep you accountable. So I agree with that.
Right, because I mean, unless you plan to live an isolated life, which is not healthy, it's not natural, you know, then it becomes, well, who do you decide to keep around you? And when you decide to level up in life, you will make some adjustments. If you find yourself around a circle of folks, and you're the smartest person in the circle, you remember that saying? If you're the smartest person in the circle, it's time to change circles. You know, what else can you gain from the circle? Where how can you grow? But if you guys are growing together, then you can constantly bounce back. Iron sharpens iron. So because I'm a believer, I'm a firm believer in that. As I grow, my iron is supposed to be sharpening your iron, and you're supposed to be sharpening me, and I'm sharpening you. If I'm just growing, I'm just growing, I'm just growing, and I'm not getting any feedback from you, there's no level of accountability from our relationship. This is not healthy. You know what I'm saying? So for me, you have to first decide, and this is where you keep yourself accountable. What is it that you're trying to obtain in life? On a real life basis. Oh, I want the car, I want this, that, and the third. True, 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 cool, cool, cool. But what are you trying to obtain in life? What is your purpose in life? And once line yourself up with what you're trying to attain, then you position yourself around people who have like-minded goals and are willing to live a certain standard. That way, they can keep you accountable, right?
Right.
The last thing you want to do is how are you trying to check me and you're not doing anything yourself.
Makes sense. So, to give y'all an example as far as accountability that I have in the circle around me, so Outside the show right here, we have the Real Deal versus How You Feel. I have another show with co-host Seth the Dark Child, and it's called the Chop Team, and we have every Sunday and drops every Monday. And we have multiple conversations regarding relationships, everything, sports, doesn't matter what it is. We talk about everything. But and it's a barbershop style, so it's men talking, right? So one thing that we always have a conversation about when it comes to comparing men and women, when we speak, we don't speak with feelings. We speak on either opinions or facts, right? So with that being said, we had a conversation last Sunday. I can't remember exactly the topic was, but as he was speaking, Seth the Dark Child, he would say something. Well, I feel this, and I had to stop and say, wait, wait, wait. I'm gonna need you to restructure that sentence and say it. He like, you know what? Thank you. And he went ahead and redid it without saying how he feel about something. He said he might have changed to my opinion or the facts is this or whatever. But that's just I give you an example of keeping the people in my circle or my brother in my in circle as far as accountability. I kept them accountable because we can't have conversation time about how we don't like what women say. They talk about feelings and how they feel about this, and then we say something come out our mouth saying, I feel this. So that's to give you an
Mm.
example as far as what we do as far as keeping me, well, not what we do, but I'm just